how much of sales can be attributed to ops and systems versus that innate, really good salesmanship that you might have with your scripts and your persuasive talking and your understanding of psychology and making sure you say the right things at the right time. I think it's honestly like 80% ops, systems, and smart work that goes into that, because what you want to do is, you want to have that really persuasive, excellent salesperson who can speak, who can connect with someone. They have charisma, they have understanding and broad knowledge of business and can kind of have a conversation about anything. But you have to ask yourself, like, what kind of person have I attracted and built a relationship with and pre-educated in order to get them on that call? So if I keep building systems that bring in the wrong people that don't understand or don't even know why they're on the call in the first place, all of that was mechanical beforehand. You can't rely on the innate ability of a salesperson to, say the right stuff and be persuasive and try to, essentially jam a solution down on the prospect just because they're on the call. I think what people mistake as, I don't want to be salesy, or I don't like to talk that way and promote. Maybe that's because the systems aren't built right, on the backside, because it doesn't feel authentic. It doesn't feel like the touches happened at the right time. You think of it like a Broadway play. The salesperson is the actor. They get to play a part, and they need to understand their script, and they need to know the right things at the right time and block out their position and understand where they're sitting and, set the lighting and make sure that stuff works. But what's really all going around there, like the vast majority of that operation is scenery and pulleys and light switches and, all kinds of stuff. And there's an orchestra playing behind it, or making sure that certain spotlights are in the right place at the right time. You get to experience the actor being excellent because all of that other stuff happens. If you took away all the scenery and the systems and the other people who were supporting that, on the backside, you just have a person with no costume sitting on a stage, kind of yelling out to an empty audience, right? So I think that's the point, is that you need great talent and people who are excellent at selling. But if you don't provide them any of the systems in the backup, then it's just a good actor with no costume sitting on a dark stage yelling out to an empty auditorium, and that's also not going to work. So we tend to think there's this magical formula where a great salesperson can go find all the leads and make sure the right people are talking at the right time, make sure everybody gets emails, go hunt some more, and then bring them in and also talk to them and make them proposals at the right time, and make sure you have all the right conversations and do one call and two call, and well, why aren't you closing? And hey, where's my data? And well, how do I know what your pipeline looks like and what's it valued at? Those are all ops things. If we can take away those ops things and build them and make them transparent, it's still a lot of work. It's like 80% of the work, but then you can set that person up for success who actually, in fact, was recruited and is an awesome salesperson. And you can make that time highly leveraged and highly effective. So the time they spend on calls does, in fact, actually lead to more revenue. That doesn't seem to be the default way that we have trained founders and entrepreneurs to think about sales, but that's really what it is. It's a big play, it's a big orchestration. And when you do that right, you get a lot of better results out of it.